Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your guy Professor O coming through with a dose of that good yo. Come everywhere like broken glass. I'm around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round. Now, today I want to talk about. First and foremost, you gotta bear with me. Sometimes I be forgetting like the topic. Even though I just read the topic a few seconds ago before I even gave the intro. Don't beat me up, cause you know I'm still. I digress, right? Anyway, let's get down to this round now. Understand what that means, alright? Because that's such a general statement, right? I do my due diligence on that. I know. Such a general statement. Let me just get right into it. I already got, you already know it's got the handy dandy notebook. It's in the spot, don't make it hot. What's on the back is script, what's on the front is script. Who still writes in script? Clearly your boy still does. I highly suggest you actually do the, learn it. It's actually pretty fun. Very, very cool. Hey, you enjoy it. Like, oh, look at that. Oh. But I digress, right? Let's get to the point. When your emotional intelligence develops, a lot of your personality changes with it. Now, before I even expound more for it, it really, really does. Because you're emotional, you'll be surprised how involved your emotions are in your day-to-day life, whether it's through greetings, regular interaction that you may do on a normal day-to-day basis. And you'll be surprised that if you're not aware of your emotions at that current time and you're just kind of like autopiloting, like you're just going on, you know, you're not even thinking before you're acting, you're just doing whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? You're doing your normal routine. Depending on how you feel at that moment, you would give off that tone, that tonality in your speech. And it's such a minute thing to observe, but it makes all the difference. It really, really does. And when you start to actually develop your emotional intellect, then you'll start to be able to be more aware of how you're feeling at all times. You'll also be more aware that you're not in your feelings, you're experiencing your feelings. Now I need a better term because they kind of can mean the same. But let's say, okay, you're not in your feelings, you're observing your feelings. That would be the better term because you're going to experience them regardless, but you won't be in them. You'll be able to observe them. You can ask yourself, why am I feeling that way? Because when you're in the emotion, you're not feeling, you're not, how can I say, you are feeling. You're not thinking anymore. You're in the emotion. You're present, but your present isn't actually, you're not presently aware. You're in your emotion, so if you're sad wholeheartedly. If you want to be able to come to a point where you're feeling these things and you can understand like, all right, that was enough. You know what I mean? You got to know when to be able to exert, because if you don't, you can just feel it and then you'll just expel. And then instead of releasing energy, instead of being the releasing of energy, it will be more of a drain. And those are two different things. Similar experience, but different process. Excuse me. Oh, look at me. I'm all over the place. Blah, 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 right? Same process, but different experience. I digress. Let's get down to it. I'll be getting to that point. I kind of skipped the hop and jump a couple of steps, but we're going to get back to it, all right? Again, your personality changes with it. Your speech, mannerisms, reactions, and responses. Understand, the more emotional intellect that you gain, more so you already have it. So the more emotional intellect you gain and experience, and you have it, and it's becoming more developed, then you'll be able to become more responsive instead of reactive to the situation. You know what I mean? Then you'll be understanding. Then you'll also be able to observe others and where they're at in their journey of developing their emotional intellect, if they even care of even developing it. We all have it. It's just the only difference is just who's developing and who isn't. I digress. Emotional reactions drain energy, while emotional responses release energy. Same process, different effect. I'm gonna say it again. Emotional reactions drain energy. Emotional responses releases energy. Same process, different effect. When you're drained of the energy, you're gonna feel drained with it. Think about it. Think of the word drain, then think of the word release. Right? What's the difference? It's the effect. It's the same process. It's all coming out, but it's how one feels after the experience has happened. Once you drain, right, you're gonna feel drained, you're gonna feel exhausted, fatigued, lethargic, whatever term suits and floats your boat. But when you release, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel revived, rejuvenated, whatever term floats your boat. But then also realize is how you are able to experience your emotions. Emotions are beautiful things, and they're not going anywhere. It's just what it is. But you want to get to a point when you're developing your experience with them to the point where now you're not becoming the emotion, you're experiencing it, and then you're able to discern it and then keep it at a bay. Because if you do not, then it'll be able to go all over the place. Again, it's more about having physical control, because this is when something your body wants to, I don't even know how to explain it, because I'm at a point right now where I don't even think in that case. Like, I'm not saying I don't have feelings, please don't ever think like that. Again, I'm not here to state that I'm infallible or I'm in some type of, perfect, super, this, that, or third. No. I'm not stating that at all. What I am stating is that I focused a lot and went inside a lot and really pinpointed when I was feeling something. How would I be able to discern it? Why am I feeling this? How would I be able to respond to it when I'm able to feel it again? Or what made me feel like this in general? Once I was able to kind of answer those questions and within myself, then I was able to pinpoint, all right, this makes me feel that way, but why does it make me feel that way? Because sometimes there's going to be certain things that's going to happen all the time. There's nothing you can change, period. So now if I can't change that and it's going to happen regardless, then I can change how I respond to it. Now it's not reacting anymore, I'm responding to it, because once it happens, I know it's going to make me feel some type of way at that time. But now as you grow with that and now you've been responding to it, you're not going to feel anything towards it, because now it's been done. You're not sensitive, you know what I mean? You can be poked, you can be touched in that area. It's not an open wound anymore. A lot of things that we're sensitive to is because there's an open wound we haven't been able to heal. And the mental wounds are a little bit more harder to heal because it takes going inside to do it instead of let it do it natural. And then even when it does naturally, sometimes it doesn't heal properly. You need to do some surgical observation, because just because it healed didn't mean it healed in the correct way. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you could, God forbid, of course, you can break a bone, but if you don't go to the doctor and get it checked out and get it set properly, it's not going to heal the correct way. It's going to heal regardless. Your body's going to do it the proper way, but it may not heal in the proper direction. So now in the future, when you need to have that mobility to be able to do a certain action, you may not have the full range anymore because of how it healed. So when you're going in the inside and you're doing the inner work instead of avoiding it and then ignoring it, and it's going to heal over time, when you go back in and you do the proper healing, you may have to reopen the wound, go in there, stitch it up yourself, and then now you're seeing where you was weak at. You're seeing where the open wound, it closed, but it didn't close properly, so you got to open it. Again, that's going inside, seeing for what it is, healing it up, doing whatever you need. That's addressing the situation, addressing the problem. After you did the healing and then you stitch it up back yourself, then it starts to heal properly over time, because now you're finding a proper way to respond to the outer situation that caused the inner problem. Once the inner problem has been handled and situated, it's going to heal over time. And then when you encounter those situations in the future, you won't be able to feel that anymore because it's been healed. The wind can blow past it, anybody can touch it, and you won't feel a type of way. You're going to look at yourself and just be like, all right, well, that's it. Then you're going to look at where it's coming from. And if this is an individual or the person, whatever the case may be, you'll start to question, like, oh, well, what makes them, why would they even say that? What are you trying to get at? Or are you doing this to make me feel a type of way? Or are you projecting your own insecurities? Whatever it may be. But at the same time, it doesn't affect you any longer because you've grown from that situation. You gain emotional intelligence. But again, I digress, and I'll say it again. Emotional responses drain energy, while emotional reactions drain energy, while emotional responses releases energy. Same process, different effect. And yeah, we're gonna end it off right there. Again, this message is for that depth out there, for the master, the expert, the professor, the ethos, and the selfish, the one that's always doing it and never losing it. That's growing, that's growing, that's going at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, speak good, see good, do good. When it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side, cause you know I'm sexy. Can you dig it? Yeah, I think you can. Peace, love, and light. See you guys in the next video.